Well, schools across Texas have been left reeling after a nationwide shortage in substitute teachers. Districts in the Brazos Valley have been no different. But Bryan ISD officials are raising pay for its staff. And tonight, KRHG reporter Rachel Esbayat finds out if it's making the grade.
Whether it's a full-time teacher or a substitute, the time students spends in the classroom with these educators is vital.
We really need to have someone there in that classroom who can really help to make sure that that learning continues and that we can close that gap in learning.
Bryan ISD raised the base pay for substitute teachers to recruit more educators. The base pay is now starting at $10 an hour, but people with more experience have the potential to increase that rate, showing that an investment in their substitute teachers is also an investment in their students.
Having that higher rate of pay starting at a minimum of $10 an hour for our paraprofessionals really helps us to attract a more higher caliber sub to get better people in that classroom, which makes things better for our students.
Bryan ISD works with ESS, a contracting company, to hire out.
So just how bad is the substitute teacher shortage across the U.S.? Well, the Brookings Institute says over half of U.S. school districts are facing a staff shortage, with teachers taking off an average of 11 days during the 186-day calendar. That means 2/3 of the school year needs substitutes to fill in for educators. The group says the pandemic has made the shortage even worse, especially for communities of color. And speaking of the pandemic in schools, the Brookings Institute says more teachers have been calling out due to the various physical, psychological, and financial reasons during COVID-19. With that in mind, schools with limited budgets for subs are having even greater difficulty finding staff for absences. Researchers stress that recovery plans from national and state leaders need to plan for increased funding in the next school year.